but they don't have a tabo. You know what a tabo is? Of course, we ordered the alcapone donuts.
No.
Okay. No, you pick up the phone and then, hello. Okay, say. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Pauline, and today this is not the typical video that I used to make on my channel because I'm a motherhood channel, but for this video I'm going to make a detailed review of the Valero Grand Suite in Makati. I booked the hotel through booking.com while we were still in Canada, like I would say a month ago. The response time was actually pretty good. I asked them what are the documents they need so that I can proceed with the booking, especially that it's a quarantine hotel, but later on they already eased the restriction and they're already accepting guests for leisure and business, so it's not just like a quarantine facility. Response time was good. I tried to communicate with them through booking.com and through directly with their email address, and again it was very good. So this trip consists of me, my husband, and my almost 2-year-old. They asked for my passport, my booking confirmation from booking.com. So just wanted to give you like a background of our trip and such. So we flew with Philippine Airlines, so our flight number is PR117, which is expected to arrive 3:45 a.m. Philippine Standard Time on November 25th, 2021. So we arrived at around 4:45, almost 5 o'clock. I don't have my Philippine phone number yet, but the process at the airport, because we were on the fast lane with my daughter, we were on a wheelchair, so it was like a faster process compared to like on the regular lane with the other passengers, so that was pretty fast. And then when we arrived there, I don't have my phone number, Philippine number, so I can call the hotel and like ask them to fetch us at the airport. So there was a Coast Guard officer at the airport, which we tried to ask for his permission to use his phone. Well, actually, he was actually the one who called the hotel that we are already waiting for the driver. So it's the wait time for the van was actually not that bad. We waited for less than 10 minutes, so it's not pretty bad at all. So we're waiting for our airport arrival service. They have an airport service drop off and pick up, which I arranged prior to our trip, and they had it through a third party airport service. So a van picked us up. We were asked to choose if we were going to go with a sedan or a van, but since we have large baggages and I have a baby, we opted for the van. So we booked the airport service. Excuse my face, I just don't have time to fix myself, whatever. Okay, so that's it for the airport to hotel. Okay, so here's the thing. When we arrived at the hotel, I don't want to sound rude, but like we just arrived from a 14-hour flight with a toddler who is almost 2 years old and is entering the terrible 2 phase, which they know prior to my email, prior to our communication, that we have a toddler. But when we arrived, the front desk staff knew that we were coming at that hour on that day. So I was expecting them to have like fully PPE mask and face shield ready to do the check-in process with us. But when we arrived, he asked us to wait and said just wait for a few minutes because I don't know what he was doing, but he changed into his PPE and all that stuff, grabbed our documents and everything. I don't know what exactly he did, but then we did the check-in process, and then we were so tired. And I mean, like, it's not that I'm complaining about the check-in process because it has to be a different protocol than like the regular check-in compared to like the quarantine check-in, but the thing was that he was not prepared when we arrived. Like, he should have, you know, changed into his PPE when he tried to contact the van that we are already at the airport. But we waited with a toddler. She was so fussy because, again, 14-hour flight. She's on her terrible two-face. So I hated that part. All the paperwork's like blah blah blah. It took us about 20-30 minutes, and I'm not complaining because that's protocol, that's due process, that's totally fine with me.
So first day of quarantine, and we're craving for Jayco donuts. Hi! The room is a mess right now. Of course, we ordered the alcapone donuts. Okay.
So it's our first night of our quarantine stay. So this is the hotel, which I'm gonna do a quick room tour. I wasn't able to film earlier because we were so tired. We just slept and ate. And yeah, I'm gonna show you the room. So this is the entry door. We are on the 23rd floor, and then so when you enter, this is like the dining, no, not dining, the living area with a decent size coffee table. Paula's busy playing with daddy. There's the couch right there. To my right is the kitchen area. That's the fridge and spacious cabinets. They also provided us with a free huge jug of water from Aquabest, not sponsored. And that's the sink right there. They also provided us with some utensils. There you go. The cabinets are so spacious, but we don't have anything to put. And then there's also a water heater, and then they provided us with a bin for hazardous waste. This area is the dining with 3 chairs because they know that 3 guests are coming. That's the light. There's like an artwork hanged in there. Hi. So this is the bedroom. We have 2 double-sized bed, I think. Excuse the mess. To my right is the sliding closet with all those hanging rods right there. And then to my left is the bathroom. That's the tub right there. There's a shower and all the towels. That's the toilet, the sink, the mirror, and then again. Hi! Are you trying to make a call? Are you trying to call down the front desk? Say hello. No, you pick up the phone and then hello. Okay, say. And then right here is where you can have a view of the city. It's actually very busy out there. We only open the curtains during the day, so our like body clock or our circadian rhythm is still on track. It's like the bedside table. Again, it's a mess. Then it's the AC right there. That's the TV. And a console right here where you can keep some of your stuff. Some more packages right there. That's laundry. It's day 2 of quarantine. And I think we're a little bit jet lagged. We woke up at 3 in the morning. Paula she was the first who actually wake up at 3 in the morning, and she looked for food, so we ended up eating, like 3 of us, and just finished bathing, and now she's playing on her phone. Also, today is again, I've mentioned that today is our 2nd day of quarantine, and they emailed me the swab test for tomorrow, because tomorrow would be the 3rd day of our quarantine, and they just asked for our like details and information and such, and yeah. What do you want? More rice? I have been jet lagged since we arrived, and I have a toddler who's also jet lagged as well, who wakes up at 3-4 in the morning asking for food. So it's been hard for us. Today is our 4th day of quarantine. Supposedly we were just mandated to do 3 days of quarantine, but we had a test yesterday and we need to wait for the result that's going to be released 24 hours after the swab test yesterday. That's why we booked for another night. 2 nights actually. So today, and our flight will be tomorrow at 9 in the morning. The thing was that there was a problem with Paula, my daughter's swab result. Although she's negative, all of us 3 are negative of the virus, but there was a private agency or private company who conducted the test with us yesterday, and then they will be the one to forward the result to BOQ, or the Bureau of Quarantine, and then they will be the one to release like the official statement or the official clearance saying that yes, we are negative of the virus, and then we can go on with our next flight to our final destination, which is our province. So the thing was that I and Jofel received our, they call it unified BOQ certificate something, like from the official website at around 2 in the afternoon, so early this afternoon. And then Paula, we were so worried because we didn't get Paula's result yet, and again our flight is tomorrow early in the morning, and it was I just received it like a couple minutes ago, Paula's result, so we were so happy about it. We thought we cannot make it to our flight tomorrow, so that's a great thing. It's a rough ride so far, especially with a toddler, but we learned so much. It's all worth it, because again, this is going to be a surprise visit to our family. Only one of our family members know that we're going home, and it's one of Jofel's sisters. So yeah, here you're only allowed to order once. So they have a restaurant downstairs where you can just call for a room service if you want your food. So that's a great thing. Wait, I'm gonna show you the menu. So, Casa Valero's Bistro Bar menu. They do have like a variety of stuff from like appetizers, Filipino food, from pork to beef to seafood, vegetables. They have Portuguese chicken, pizza and pasta, burgers and sandwiches. If you're still abroad and you're planning to go home to the Philippines, if you know someone who has a Philippine SIM card and a phone which can be inserted with the Philippine SIM card, then it's better to buy it first. So once you arrive here, it's easier for you to communicate with, like, number one, the food delivery. So when we arrived, again, I've mentioned that you are only allowed to order once, right? So I downloaded the Food Panda delivery app. I used my sister-in-law's phone number to verify, because when you create the account, you need to like fill in your information, like payment method, email address, and the phone number for you to verify your identity. But since, again, I don't have my Philippine phone number with me, I used my sister-in-law's phone number, and then she texted me the confirmation code so I can input it and like go through with my order. So that's the thing. Next is that the front desk is very good answering calls. They won't do any housekeeping for the whole duration of your stay. In our case, we both are fully vaccinated with my husband, but we have a toddler who is, again, 23 months old, so she's not eligible for the vaccine yet. We are still going to follow the guidelines for the accompanying adult, which are us, her parents, and that's why we were approved for the 3 days quarantine. For the bathroom, the toiletries are pretty much complete, but they don't have a tabo. You know what a tabo is, and it's a very important thing to have in a Filipino bathroom. So, since, again, I've mentioned that we ordered food from the Casa Valero's Bistro Bar menu, and the containers are pretty much lightweight and large enough to be used as a tabo. It's not a problem using the toilet, but like when bathing my baby, I needed to use the tabo because that's what we use in Canada, and we even use the milk pitcher to do that. So yeah, there's no tabo, and there's shower, there's a tub. Again, I've showed it to you earlier. They put some baby proofing stuff on the beds, but not on every side of it, so you have to be careful. Also, the doors are very heavy, so you need to be very careful if your baby, like especially for my toddler, she likes to close the door all the time, so we have to watch her do it, so you know her little fingers won't be stuck on the door. They don't have smart TV, so don't expect to, you know, hook up your phone to the TV. They only have Cartoon Network and other channels where you can watch movie, but thankfully their internet connection is pretty good, so I use YouTube to, you know, stream and watch videos with my toddler or with my husband. I think that's it for the review of the Valero Grand Suite Hotel in Makati. If you are planning to quarantine, I would be happy to answer some questions below, or you can follow me on Instagram at Paulene Nistal. You can send me a message there, we can chat about this whole experience of quarantining. Again, this is Pauline. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, leave some comments, share this away to your friends so they will know what to expect, especially if you have a toddler, when you stay at the Valero Grand Hotel in Makati. Again, this is Pauline. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!